Where do you think all these taxes are going? Do you feel like you're reaping the benefits?
I work at the court, so they go they go to me sometimes.
I think they're handing out money to people kind of haphazardly, and I think we need a more responsible government.
All those little issues that people don't want to talk about it. And all the money, when we ask for them, we don't get any. It's just send all the money down there. I'm sure there are in the political and the studies, that's what they go and help all these countries with that kind of money. But what about the struggle that is present here?
I live actually downtown, so just looking at like the state of the roads and everything, construction everywhere, and you feel like, yeah, you could definitely be getting more back for sure.
Sarah Stock for Rebel News. We're here in Toronto in the financial district, which is perfect because today we're going to be talking about money and how much of your money is going to the Canadian government. A new study from the Fraser Institute just came out that found that 43% of the average family's income is going towards paying taxes. Now that's not just income taxes, but also counts for things like sale taxes, payroll taxes, and more. And it also found that only 35% of the family's income was going to basic necessities. So you heard that right, we're actually paying more to the government in taxes than for our own basic necessities, such as food, shelter, and clothing. Now, where is all that money going that we're giving to the government? This Liberal government hasn't been very transparent in the past. Even in 2021, they didn't even release a budget telling people where exactly all of our tax dollars are going. But we do know that we spend over $1 billion a year giving money to the CBC, the Canadian government's propaganda arm. We've sent in total $12 billion to Ukraine to fund a war over the seas. So let's talk to some people today, find out, do they really feel this money escaping their pockets and going to the Canadian government? And do they see that their tax dollars are really being put in good use? Is healthcare and education where they want to be if we're paying all this extra money? Let's go find out. Just saw a study come out that found that the average Canadian household is actually paying more in taxes than on their basic necessities. Do you see that reflected in your own life or in your friends and family?
I believe that's really concerning, and I would definitely have a look at this study and review it, honestly, yeah, if that is happening.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I can see it in all sorts of income. Like I have several clients that they have different positions. Some of them with the government, some of them have high positions as CEOs, as low as someone that actually just runs a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And you can say that everybody has to pay them, but you see the effect that it has on the lower income. They are struggling. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Actually, that stat doesn't surprise me at all.
Really?
I know like high income tax has been, a debate for a while now. And even myself, because I have multiple jobs, actually I work at Toronto General and I work at Sunnybrook too, I automatically pay more taxes as well too. Yeah, especially out of this job. So yeah, like I'm not surprised by that at all. And I do find that personally as well too.
It's a study that's
are going up for sure.
Yeah.
But that is not related to taxes. I think in general inflation is going up. Yeah. So that's like taxes were 40% before, like not only taxes but all your deductions. So includes your CPI, other deductions, EI and everything. So that's like fixed deductions are there. They were always there. It's just as inflation is going up and the real estate prices are going up. So everything is getting affected.
I don't know. I'm unemployed.
Well, it's relative. Depends on the income. So it's not really.
This was per on average. On average.
We cannot talk about average.
I think the taxation is excessive.
You think so?
Yes, yeah. And personally not having any major issues, but yeah, I think it's out of control for sure.
Where do you think all these taxes are going? Do you feel like you're reaping the benefits?
I work at the court, so they go they go to me sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think they could sometimes be better spent. Sure.
Where would you like to see them spend, or how would you like to see that change?
Infrastructure.
More towards infrastructure?
Yeah. Yeah. Roads. I mean, this road's full of cracks.
You can always create a better system. There can always be improvement in a system. It is our duty to ensure that we point out where things can be improved.
I just want to know what happened. Where do they go?
Yeah, where's it going?
Like you pay taxes on pretty much everything. And I wish there was a body that could actually go and get the paperwork to put it out so folks like myself and everybody else can actually know and understand this is exactly what it goes, because they charge you down to the penny. But they don't explain you down to the penny. They always have elusive answers to whenever they interview them or things like that, right?
I mean, not to sound ungrateful or anything, I do think healthcare is one area where we're very lucky that our taxes at least go towards something that we can get back in return. But I don't really think it's enough, to be honest. And since the pandemic, I think progress has slowed down. I live actually downtown, so just looking at like the state of the roads and everything, construction everywhere, and you feel like, yeah, you could definitely be getting more back for sure.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I don't really think
You
so.
don't think so?
I have still I'm after 1.5 years in Canada, I'm still looking for a family doctor.
No, I don't. I think there's a lot of waste. I think they're handing out money to people kind of haphazardly, and I think we need a more responsible government.
Yeah, if money's not being allocated to these like important things that actually affect our lives, where do you think it's all going? Like,
I don't know. I don't think I can say. You know what I mean? Not for productive things, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's more for destruction, not for construction.
In Toronto, you don't have to go far. Look at what's happening on the parks here. All those people that pretty much they were kicked out of their homes. We don't know their story, but they are here, and there are Canadians, and some of them were born here. There are not immigrants like myself. You don't have to go far to say, why don't we help them? Meantime, we send all this money to other places. The struggle is here for real. Mental health is an issue. Assistance to the LGBT community is another issue. All those little issues that people don't want to talk about it. And all the money, when we ask for them, we don't get any. It's just send all the money down there. I'm sure there are in the political and the studies, that's what they go and help all these countries with that kind of money. But what about the struggle that is present here?
if you appreciate our on-the-ground reporting like this and you want to keep funding our independent journalism, please head over, make a donation to support our work at rebelfieldreports.com. We really appreciate it.